You're watching the 2024 SCAC Fall Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the University of Dallas women's soccer program. The Crusaders will once again be led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Lexi Stinton, along with leadership from senior midfielder Claire Reed. Coach Claire, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Coach, we'll open up with you heading into your 8th season as the head coach there at UD. You've had so much success over the course of these first 7 seasons, multiple winning seasons, 5 appearances in the SCAC semifinals and SCAC tournament final appearance as well. Where have you seen the biggest growth within your program over the course of these past 7 seasons going into your 8? And how excited are you just ultimately to be back with this group and at the start of a new season?
Yeah, I think the biggest growth has been in the mindset and the culture. I think we have girls, especially this season, that just want to be there and want to compete. There's never once been a time this season where I've said, okay, you need to work harder. It's been a great atmosphere. And I think each team leading up to this one this year has played a part in building that. And it has been exciting. This summer, there's all these questions of what are things going to look like? Are they working out? Who's in shape? Who's sharp? And it's just been so refreshing and rejuvenating having everyone back together. So we're really looking forward to it.
Claire, coming into this year, one of the senior leaders and key, athletes within this group. You just talk about this team. What's been the mood? What's been the mindset with this program as preseason has unfolded? And from a team perspective, what are you most excited about as a group coming into the year?
Yeah, the group of girls we have now, I think, has been honestly some of the best since I've been here. Lexi and I talked about how good the team chemistry is this year. I think we also said our first day of practice was just insane. Everyone was super sharp. We were all excited to be there. Honestly, waiting for season to start. We were just already, we were already playing pickup in the summer. We were just ready to get back out there and seeing everyone and moving the freshmen in. It was just really great. And then once practice started, everything kind of clicked, and it was I wasn't crazy shocked, but I think all were collectively wow, this was really good that first day. And it's honestly just been getting better every single day. I think our mindset coming into the season, especially after the polls came out, I think last year we were ranked I don't know, 6th or 7th, and we ended up in the top 4. So the same thing happened this year. I think we're 7 or 8 or something, and we're just ready to set the tone and show them what we're made of, and honestly show up and show out. So that's been our mindset, I guess, coming into preseason, and we just can't wait to get back on the field.
Coach, you look at this team coming into the season and on paper, an incredibly experienced group. You listen to Claire talk about the chemistry that's there, the excitement that they have, and understanding what the expectations are. I think 12 athletes that made 6 or more starts in fixtures last year, including 7 that made 11 or more starts. So for you as a coach, how does that shift things for you coming into preseason? Does that ease kind of the starting point of where you feel like this group can get accomplished as you get prepared for a year?
I think we've definitely started at a higher level from day one. Tactically, girls knew the answers to questions immediately. There were times when I didn't even get to ask the question because they were already doing the right thing, and that was great. I think another thing that's a really great addition is the fact that we have 4 transfers, one of it which is a grad transfer. So we have girls that have experience in college soccer as well that are joining the team to just make it even more experienced. And then the freshmen have just fit in seamlessly. So it's absolutely helped us and made training just run so much more smoothly.
Claire, individually, really just an outstanding, career to this point through your first 3 years there at UD. 3-time All-SCAC performer, including second team a season ago. You started all 50 games that you've played, making an immediate impact from day one. It's very impressive. 13 goals, 13 assists to this point. What is it that continues to motivate and drive you as a player? And what have you continued to work on individually to continue to grow that confidence coming to your senior year?
Yeah, first of all, thank you. I think every season coming in is always something new. There's new challenges, there's new excitement. And I think my teammates and my family and my friends honestly just push me every single day. I think just looking back to where I was freshman year, it's been I struggle sometimes, like trying to, fit in and like see where I'm at every single season. Like, okay, like I've done the work in the summer, but like you just never know what can happen in preseason. Like you might get an injury early on or anything, but I think every single season I've just been able to, push myself mentally and physically. I always told myself, be mentally tough when you're physically tired. And I think that mindset has honestly just pushed me, especially during these really hot, like 3-digit games, like when you're so tired. But honestly, my teammates and the bonds that we make each year have been really, really beneficial to me as a player. And just as a person, I think those bonds, especially within my own class, have been really helpful too. And now being like a senior captain, it's just like surreal. I'm just like so excited to finally have that place like on the team and push others as well as like pushing myself and finding, new freshmen that are pushing me to my limits too. Like Lexi was saying, like they just fit in so seamlessly. And I think the excitement's just going to get better as the season goes on.
Coach, talk about this 2024 group. What have you learned about this team as preseason has unfolded? What are some things that you feel, has equipped this group to face the challenges of a 2024 season? What are you excited about this team specifically?
I think the people, not necessarily them as players, there's talented players, but them as people. I was thinking on my drive in this morning, like, wow, their parents really have done a great job with them. They're busting their tails, they're focused, they're respectful, they're taking constructive criticism. And so yeah, what excites me most are who they who they are as humans. And injuries may happen, challenges are going to pop up, but I think that they have the resilience to handle that. And so I think when we couple that with their talent and their athleticism and their speed and these things soccer related, I think that they have a really bright future. So I'm really excited to see how that plays out.
And Claire, finally, senior year, how do you want to see this play out? When you've had conversations with some of your other teammates about the goals and the expectations, you can feel the excitement in coach's voice, listening to you talk about the team. I know that the bar continues to be pushed there in Irving. So what are those goals? What are those expectations? What's going to be key for this group to accomplishing them this year?
Yeah, I think for sure, at least the seniors have talked about this and with coach as well. Like, of course, we want to make the tournament. And especially with there being 3 new teams or just new teams being added to the conference. Of course, there's like an extra hurdle this season to make that top 4. But I know if we just keep pushing and getting that 1% better each day, I think we're going to get there. But of course the work has to be put in and it's being put in right now. So I just think if we keep doing what we're doing, those goals and those, desires are going to happen. I feel like individually, of course, I want to, help the team, lead the team and, just be my best every single game. But yeah, I feel like now as a senior, I have had the chance and the opportunity to really push that mindset and those goals on our new teammates as well. But I'm just really excited for everything to get, going and rolling.
And finally, Coach, we wrap up with you. Success in our sports world can be measured in so many different metrics. There's results, the statistics, of course, but then kind of beyond the lines of play as well. And so when you talk about success with your student athletes in your program, what is that message that you try and deliver? And ultimately this year, look successful for this group if what plays out in 2024?
I heard a quote yesterday on a podcast and they said, if you take a chance and fail, you're not a failure, you're a risk taker. And that really resonated with me. And I want us to be risk takers. I don't want us to play just safe and conservative. I want us to take risks because that's the way we're going to grow and we're going to get better. And when you look at goals, I don't really like setting outcome goals for the team. We haven't once this year talked about, okay, we want this many wins. We want to be in the conference semifinals or the conference championship. There's too many variables that you can't control. And so I think when it comes to success, it's worrying about what you can control and accepting the things that you can't. And so just maximizing your effort, your mindset, your work ethic, your discipline on days off, on the weekend, whatever it may be. So I think that's kind of those 2 things are what success looks like to us.
University of Dallas head women's soccer coach Lexi Stinton, along with leadership from senior midfielder Claire Reed. The Crusaders will open up the 2024 campaign when they take on Hendricks on the road on August 31st. Coach, Claire, thanks so much for joining us today and best of luck as you head into the year.
Thank you.